Like the movies like Hot Shots, Naked Gun, where I'm just laughing. You know what I watched the other day? National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon with Samuel L. Jackson and Emilio Estevez.
We were talking about that, right?
Yes, Loaded Weapon, and it was like making fun of frickin' Mel Gibson and frickin' Danny Glover.
When they shoot that guy out of the convenience store and he keeps falling and flying?
I think he's flying. But I like when he's smoking the cigarette by the ocean and he goes like that and he goes.
Or when they pull up and they shoot, like they just riddle that trailer with bullets.
Yeah.
And then fucking
and
Bruce Willis comes out and he's like, hey.
So, what the hell's wrong with you? And he goes, is this 34 or 55 Malibu
like, no.
Drive? He goes, no, this is 3850. He goes, oh, sorry, my mistake.
It's like, yeah.
But that's so hilarious of the shit that you're like, oh my. And they even did the toilet scene where Samuel Jackson is on the toilet. Remember all that shit? Like, yeah, this was
awesome.
And then Kathy Ireland, I'm so cold, and she has ice on her legs. It's like it's all the freaking hilarious parts where he's kicking and he's in the air and he's doing these karate moves. Just all those movies, man. I think that when I see all these movies and I see Mike Myers and I see Jim Carrey and I see Robin Williams, I relate 1,000%. Because a lot of people, even family, friends, girlfriends, have told me, "Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? Like, why are you saying this? Or why are you acting like this? Or like, I'm always constantly doing something. Like, I'll just start reciting something in the mirror, or I'll just be like outside. I'm like, you know, he goes, this guy is a fucking good fella. What do you think? All these fucking drugs are making your mind in a mush. You know, like you could tell me a movie, most movies, because there's so many now, you know, but you could tell me a movie and I can tell you a scene from it. I'm pretty good at photographic memory. Like if you tell me a movie, I can tell you a scene from it. And it has to be, it's not some Dr. Zhivago shit or something.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
I don't even know.
Dude.
You know Chris Farley and Chris...
And I literally, it was hilarious. He goes, I must go to the hills of Beverly. And Chris Rock is helping him. Goes, you a ninja? No way, you a ninja? No way. And he goes...
I remember the palm trees being especially flexible.
And then he's all, hey, nice shirt. Who shut the couch? And he's like trying to be like that other dude. I mean, Chris Farley, you know, amazing talents.
Oh, yeah.
Him and John Belushi. So like in Animal House, when I would watch these guys, I'm like, dude, these guys make me freaking laugh so hard. And I thought, I know I'm not crazy. I know my mom goes, oh my God, I only had one of you, man, because I said, I can't. There's only one animal. There's only one Anthony. She goes, I could not. Like, you just did stuff as a kid that just, I couldn't. My mom used to beat the living shit out of me, man. I used to do crazy shit when I was a kid. But I always just, do you feel like you're like that, John? Are you always on a character? Or do you feel like you're playing a character when you're at work? Or you're just on the street? Or somebody, you can pop in a character when you're at the store? Excuse me, and you're talking shit.
You know, I forget which philosopher it was. I think I want to say it was Heidegger, but
the dude from Little Caesars,
maybe,
that philosopher.
Oh yeah, maybe Mercuse. But there's this thing about how, I'm pretty sure it's Heidegger, about how when you see your waiter and he's your waiter or your server you're like going through the drive-through and it's Burger King or whatever it is, that person in that instance is in that role. That's how we see them. That's how we view them. That's what we want from them.
Yes.
If they were to do something outside of that role, it makes us a little uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah.
Because in that moment, that's what we want from them.
Dude, I got a good example.
Oh, okay. Go with it, buddy.
So there's this, go to PetSmart, go to check out, get some dog food. Dude's like, is that all you need? I'm like, yeah. He's like, cool. That's all you need. You're gonna be cool. Going to school. He was a rhyming guy.
Yeah. It was Rusty Rutherford.
Oh yeah.
Was Rusty working there?
Rusty's good, bro.
He's fucking amazing.
Fucking Rusty killed it at Vernon's. That motherfucker murdered
Here
it.
is Rusty.
Well, yeah.
Like on social media, like as good as I am, like with
he's a New Mexico
and
Eminem.
This dude is fucking up here with debating people, putting them to shame on the internet, and just trolling them, dude. He's one of the all-timers, right,
really?
Alan?
Yeah, but to your point is, in that time, you expect this guy's role to just be, all right, here's You have your rewards number you want
And
to put
that-
in. Here's
he
your
kept
receipt.
on?
But yeah, so after everything, he's like, "You got a phone number? Nope. Cool. No worries. No worries. We're gonna get you some McFlurries. Like just everything. He was looking for just creating some bullshit rhyme every time.
I do that
where
by-
you're just uncomfortable by it. But like, please just do the job.
I do that. I try to do that on the radio as much as I can, and
Oh,
I know
sure.
I'm not, but you know what I mean.
But it's not everyday life.
It's not,
You're not forcing it on people.
But you know what? To me, it's such a brilliant talent that you have to, like
Oh,
Eminem
sure,
read
yeah,
the dictionary
improvisationally,
to
yeah.
rhyme and to make things rhyme. You know what I mean? And going back to Eminem, that rappers have said, dude, you never thought that a white dude from Detroit would be one of the baddest rappers on the planet.
Yeah.
You know, but he read the dictionary to rhyme and rhyme and rhyme and rhyme and rhyme. You know,
And he's
I'll
never
say,
used
like,
the N-word.
Well, yeah, and then it's like
I would have thrown it out all kinds,
He's
dude,
used it
and
in
he's never
private.
used it once,
He's
bro.
used it in private.
He
Oh,
used
yeah.
it. He used it on one video that they tried to dig up, like where he was back in those days
Yeah.
when I saw him. But but the rhyming, you know, like that. I'm like Kiss 97.3 Notorious B.I.G. baby. You know, I was like
feel
rhyme
that
and rhyme
stuff's
and
kind
rhyme.
of like
and
your
sometimes
fingerprint as a DJ.
I'm like,
thematic.
yeah, like this earlier. I did a break and I go, man, we're eating sushi, listening to Mamushi, and you gotta shake your tushy. You know what I mean? Like that. Just I think, what are the words that come with that rhyme with that word? Just but
Yeah.
that guy.
But you're not selling dog food.
Well,
This is why people buy on Amazon.
Go to Walgreens. Go to Walgreens on Carlisle and Lomas.
And
go
when
at-
I'm
go
done
at
buying
night,
crack outside, then I go into the store, and what do?
go in there and just buy something. There is a dude, they're a tall white dude, kind of long hair. He is in that character. He is talking to you. He goes, you know, like you said, he's trying to pass the time, but he's doing like a stand-up set, John.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, dude, are you a comedian? And he goes, no. And I'm like, why don't you do it? You're doing a set here for free?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, well, I'm actually working. You know, he's funny because he's a smartass. He's like, well, I'm actually working, getting paid on the clock, which you can sign up for the rewards card. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's just, you know, using all the Jedi mind trick shit
but
on you.
if-
And you're like, that shit don't work on me. I'm Jabba the Hutt. That shit don't work on me. So he tries, and I do it with him all the time. But he's like that.
Well, if
he's
you-
outside of character.
I think some of those traits could outside of what you expect.
Yes.
And what is that? Heidegger calls it transcendent. When you're transcendent, that truly opens up. It fucking blows people's mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's always appropriate, but in certain instances, it is. You know,
We were at a
like you
wedding
were
in
talking.
Cabo, and the DJ was he was all right. He just was. I mean, he was killing me the whole time. But
What
at
was
the
he
end,
doing?
He wasn't doing shit.
Not
just
good.
playing music, and he's like, and now we have the bride and groom dance. And now the father-daughter dance.
Yeah, there has
Now
to be
we
more.
cut the cake, and it was like, you know, and I was like,
We'd like to thank all of you
Dude,
for coming
but
out.
he's-
Now let's enjoy a special moment with the first-time couple announcing for the very first
I'm
time.
dancing for the very
Yeah.
first. Yes, even you, John,
They didn't
would have
pay
fucking.
for inflection.
They paid for monotone.
Yeah, they paid
Would
for
you like the
delivery.
monotone package?
Do you want this loud
or
for
the
the fuck-
I give a shit
A
package?
budget wedding.
Do you want this loud fat Chicano, or do you want somebody that's just cool? That's cool. That's meant that doesn't talk the whole time. But
We have
bro, when
enthusiastic Chicano or proper speaking Caucasian.
But the bride said, "Will you go ahead and say, you know, like, will you grab the mic and do the whole like shout out and do a whole thing?"
Yeah.
And I grabbed the mic and I'm like, "Oh man, Cabo San Lucas, are you ready, man? We're ready, the DJ Animal." And I just started blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And dude, the DJ was just like that. Looking.
Did he offer you a job?
Well, you
should
didn't.
have been
Yeah.
like, hey, I'd like to hire you.
The girl, this is an all-inclusive resort. I told her, here's all my numbers. So I
Ah,
was like, hey, you need me to come over here and do some gigs, and I'll come and stay for free and
I
enjoy
think
myself.
that's
That'd be
fucking
badass.
cool.
Fucking bad.
That would
Well,
be awesome.
but I didn't snap until I realized that this guy wasn't that dude.
Yeah.
Some people just aren't that dude. Just like there's comedians, they're just not. They don't, dude. Like Anthony A told me, dude, Animal Man, you dance, bro. I don't even really dance on the stage. I'd never dance, and I was like, Oh yeah, you really. He made me realize that he's not that dude that goes and dances and he does his comedy, but he just does it the way he does it. Kurt, you don't see Kurt dancing and jumping up and down and all over the damn stage, So there's certain comics that we overact, and then there's comics that just stay still, or dancers or DJs or whatever. Like you went to a thing where the DJ's not saying a word the whole night, and you're like, wow, this is the best wedding ever. You're like, whoa. That's me. I can't. I'm too much of an extrovert to be like, hey, John, boom, loud. You are too. You're loud. Like, do you come out of character at Richie B's and talk to the customers and they don't even? Whoa, this dude's talented.
You know what?
They don't know who we are. They don't know who we are.
Sometimes
we're hidden talents.